Morning Stampede with JB Love on 95.3 The Bull.
What did you just send me on Facebook?
There is a little kid whose mom tricks him into eating a raw onion and thinks it's an apple.
All right, I'm going to play it. I'll play it on this here. Hang on. All right, let's listen to this. A kid eating an onion thinking it's an apple. That is so mean. Oh, poor kid.
His eyes start watering.
He's eating it like... Oh, that is not nice.
It just
That makes me...
up.
No, that's not funny. That is not nice. You can't do that to a child.
Oh, my God.
He's eating it with no... Oh, poor guy. Oh, that's not funny.
His face is red. His eyes are tearing up.
I'm so disappointed in you, Sarah. This is not funny.
Yes, it is.
And I'm the person who thinks everything's funny, and that's not funny. Can't feed a kid an apple or feed a kid an onion and tell him it's an apple. That's terrible. I'm going to do that to you. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to bring in caramel apples, and I'm going to bring in some that have apples and some that don't have onions. So that way, you end up eating the one with an onion. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. We'll see about that.
That's horrible. That's terrible. Let's get another bad pickup line.
I was on Tinder, and let me tell you, that place is pretty scary. But I got a message from a guy, and he was like, if you were a Transformer, you would be Optimus Prime.
No, he did not. What did you say back to him?
I said thank you and then unmatched him.
Swipe left.
That's all you can do at that point.
So there's a story this morning about a waitress. They got a $0 tip with a message on the receipt that said, "He's my husband. Find your own." Is this something you would do? I feel like you would do this.
No, I would never do that. I'm not that.
No,
much
seriously
of a
though.
jealous
I mean,
person.
if you and your boyfriend are out for dinner, obviously you're not married, but if you're out and the waitress flirts with them,
Of course, I would get a little irritated, but I would never cop a tip from her.
would you take something off her tip?
No.
Really? You wouldn't?
No, I would
Honest
not.
to God, you would not take anything off her tip because she was flirting with your boyfriend.
I swear I would not do that. The only reason I would not give her a tip is if she was not doing her
No,
job.
I'm not saying not give her a tip. I'm saying like instead of giving her 20%, you give her 15% because she was flirting with your boyfriend.
I would probably just give her a mean look. I wouldn't.
That's it?
Yeah.
If somebody was flirting with my wife, I would A, be like, hey, she's coming home with me tonight, pal. Or B, knock his tip down from 20+% to about 13, 14, 15%.
You're ruthless.
Let's hear another bad pickup line.
I had a guy come up to me one time. He licked his thumb, and he put it on my shoulder. And then he licked his thumb, and he put it on somewhere on his body. I forget where. And then he said, now let's go get out of these wet clothes. It's pretty bad. I just kind of gave him this look, and he said something like, that didn't work for you? And he said, no, why did you get lost or something like that?
Do you read In Touch magazine?
No, I don't.
Is it like a tabloid or is it like legit news?
It's sort of like a tabloid, yeah.
Kind of like both?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have been inaccurate on stories.
Yeah, here and there.
I bring that up because one of the headlines this morning on InTouch.com or InTouchWeekly.com says, already, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton expecting their first child together, according to a report.
I will not believe that until Gwen or Blake say it themselves.
Let me read this. A new report claims that Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton are expecting their first child together. That's right. Sources tell OK Magazine that the 46-year-old rocker is pregnant. OK Magazine is straight tabloid, isn't it? Isn't that the one the Kardashians always sue because of stuff? Quote, Gwen made an appointment with a doctor in late October after signs pointed to her being pregnant, the source says. She's already changed her lifestyle in preparation for the possibility, and Blake would be thrilled to finally become a dad, end quote. Blake does want kids. That's one reason. Although didn't Miranda want kids, but Blake didn't, or was it reversed?
I don't remember. I remember they did fight about that quite a bit, though.
Gwen Stefani already has 3 kids with her ex, Gavin Rossdale, a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and don't they have a new baby? And a 1-year-old, yeah. Blake allegedly clashed with his ex, Miranda Lambert, over having a baby when they were married, so I guess she didn't want to have one. It doesn't really say here. The source says, quote, he'd love to have a son he could raise to be an outdoorsman just like him. Could you imagine if Gwen Stefani was pregnant?
I feel very bad for Miranda. I would not want to be in that room.
Let's get one more bad pickup line.
Hey, Hey, you mind if I stand over here by you for a little bit until it's safe back where I farted?
That's gross. A woman should never, ever say the word fart.
What?
That's just nasty.
Five,
No!
five,
Stop it.